Yes, thank you for oh, shit. Yo!
Welcome to Hester Brothers Cartoon Theater, everybody! We're live! Second time in the show's history. We are here to talk to all of you. I think I unmuted myself before I started telling my dog to stop barking. That's Oppie, if you hear him. I think Lucas saved me by going ahead and
I was like, bruh. It was pretty funny. I'm glad it happened.
It is, look, it's still a trial run. We are slowly learning how to stream a little bit more here, so consider you all as,
test subjects.
Okay, I was going to say test dummies, and I like test subjects better.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're here, and we are here to talk about all the things that you all want to talk about, really. We've been really into a couple shows that we've been watching on the channel. Cuphead, Dead End Paranormal Park, and Steven Universe as of recently. So, this is going to be fun, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have a little bit of fun news with Dead End as well that I'm going to tease for the future. And for right now, I wanted to shout out a happy birthday to Trenton. I'm going back to Trent. What was the last part? Trenton. Happy birthday, Trenton.
Yeah, we love when people celebrate the birthdays and let us know on the channel. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so how this is going to kind of work today is we are going to be watching for questions live in the chat. Now, this is the second time that we've done this, and the first time we were kind of going rapid fire to try to get to every single question. Made it a little bit tough to keep the pace. So this time, we're sort of just going to pull out certain comments as we see them.
It'll be a little more lackadaisical, because y'all are so good at keeping up on the questions. That, which I actually super appreciate, but it's hard to keep up, so we'll be pulling a little more randomly. But if you drop a membership or a super like in the chat, then we will make sure to read whatever it is that you say, guaranteed.
Yes,
those are super helpful.
Right, so, and because we can't answer everything, we do want to try to spend a little bit more time on the questions that we do talk about today, which, geez, could be anything. If y'all want to talk about those 3 shows that we've been covering lately, we can do that, or we can talk about future projects, ideas that you might have for things that we might want to do in the future. We're willing to hear it all. There's a lot that is about to get very exciting for the future of Hester Brothers Cartoon Theater that you may all not know about if you haven't been in the Discord or maybe the other live streams. So we'll also talk a little bit more about what's coming in the future. I have something that I'm tempted to tease, but I don't know. Now that I've said it, I'll probably have to a little bit. But yeah, I think that this is going to be very fun here today.
All right. What should we start with? Somebody just said you should watch Gravity Falls, and we can start by just saying really quick that we actually do have a Gravity Falls podcast, a rewatch podcast. We have one YouTube video that we actually pulled from it where we talk about the Alex Hirsch tweets in relation to Disney, which are extremely interesting in my opinion. But yeah, there's a whole podcast that you can go check out. I think the link to that is in our YouTube description. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it will be. It's called The Gravity Bros, and it's not a video podcast. But you know what, Lucas? Because obviously Gravity Bros has been audio only. We love Gravity Falls. It's been fun to go through it. I feel like I already teased that we have a future idea. I'm willing to sort of tell people a little bit something here. When Gravity Bros is over, we have an idea for a brand new podcast, and when the next podcast comes up, it will be available on video for you to watch as well. So for those of you that are not as inclined to listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify or any of that, you will be able to see it in a visual medium, and it's a brand new idea that's not a rewatch of any one specific cartoon. We're going to be able to talk about a lot of cartoon universes, and I think I'll leave it at that for now, but because we're probably at least a few months away from it, but it's going to be very, very fun.
And I will say we will be streaming those too, if that's fair to say.
Yeah, I think that is fair to say. As long as we don't have a guest who doesn't want to stream, I think most of the time it'll just be us. We're totally going to be streaming those. And on the lines of streaming, we are going to be having a Twitch coming very soon. If you are somebody who prefers to watch things on Twitch over YouTube, you'll be able to go there and subscribe soon. So, this is a little bit of us putting the test waters out there for what a Twitch is eventually going to look like. And I feel like I had something else to say about streaming, but there's
an upgrade coming soon. Loosely speaking, there's an upgrade coming soon. But yeah.
That's right. The big upgrade being, which we announced on the last stream, I am moving to Oregon to be with Lucas. Him and I are going to be living together, not living together, but living right next to each other. We're basically going to be neighbors, and we're going to be doing the show together from the same location. So that's going to be part of the tech upgrade, as well as Twitch, as well as the podcast. So a lot of the really exciting things in store are going to be because him and I are finally going to be together. I'm literally moving across country to be there with my bro. And also, because I just got married and me and my wife want to start a new life. I saw somebody say congratulations earlier. I think Hug Provider it was. I did. Thank you so much. It was a perfect day. And yeah, I'm very thankful to everybody who wished me well. Those of you who heard it on the video and other things. So thank you.
Yeah, it was a very cool thing. I was happy to be there. Also, someone said any Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly Death Battle reactions. Do you know what they're talking about?
Do you?
Yes, I do. 100%.
Okay, please enlighten me because I have no idea.
So, do you know the YouTube show Death Battle?
Oh, is this the thing where they like pair up different characters from universes and say like who would win in a fight or something like that?
Yeah, and they like do like a whole statistical analysis of all of their powers from their canon, and then they like animate a fight between the two characters. And there was a fight between Steven Universe and that butterfly character, who I don't actually know. I actually haven't seen that show. But it's pretty funny. I enjoyed it. I did see it. I don't think we'll react to Death Battle episodes, but I guess it's not like off the table. It's like
that would be interesting. That's
yeah,
for sure.
That's an interesting idea. I feel like that's something we might actually be able to watch live and get away with it, but I don't want to.
I was gonna say that could be a
copyright taken down in the middle.
That's what's interesting, right? Is a place like YouTube, we can't really just pull clips because YouTube will totally like take our video down. But for Twitch, from what we understand, may not fully be that way. So stuff like that might be something that we could do exclusive to Twitch if we start getting closer to that time. Because we're looking for fun ideas that we can use with cartoons that we already watch. For example, I'm going to go grab my hot sauce. I can't grab my hot sauce because I just packed it for the move. But
I was going to say, I didn't know you'd still have it out.
Yes, I got a bunch of Cuphead hot sauce, and we're going to eat that live on the Twitch channel, and maybe we'll either play Cuphead or watch Cuphead or something along with it. And that's going to be closer to when I move to Oregon, which is going to be in November. So we'll see on specific timelines. I don't want to like drop any dates, but I think we should call that, dude. I just got it. Blot ones. Like ink blot, because that's like the Flesher era of cartoons, huh?
That's cute. I don't know if it'll be that. We'll see. We'll workshop it.
It might also be a trademark issue.
Did you not like pot ones?
No.
Because cooking pots, like mugs, Mugman kettle. All right. Anyway. Hold on. Somebody said something about we watched the Cuphead show, but will you play it together? We've both played the Cuphead game separately. Also, yes, I do live in Gravity Falls, Yin. That is correct. That is the answer. But yeah, we do want to end up playing Cuphead. I need to get a capture card. But
yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out
We'll make that
there.
happen. We're gonna do video games sometimes.
We have an idea of possibly playing video games from different cartoons. So like Cuphead's easy, right? Cuphead would be a fun video game to play. Both of us can do it. But in addition to that, I would love to go into like the old school DuckTales game and play through that, or the old Disney ones like Aladdin and Lion King. I think that there could be a lot of very fun things that we could do with video games that are based on cartoons that we could stream live for everybody to see. So yeah, definitely on the table.
And I personally am gonna grasp for straws for that because I really like Smash Bros. And I know that there was a cartoon based on like at least 3 characters in that game. So that's enough for me. There's also like Nick All-Stars, which is a platform fighter that I enjoy. That I think that would be really fun for both of us to do. It's very cartoon related, obviously, and Warner Bros. That's one.
Sure, yeah, and somebody is checking about somebody who might have replied to their comment on the most recent Cuphead reaction vid. If their name was not on it, it was Lucas, because I always remember to put my name, and he does not when it comes to the comments, generally speaking.
Nice. That's a good way. I was gonna be like, I have no idea.
Something that I also want to say, if y'all are trying to give a super like or a membership in order to to get your question answered. We think we're going to be able to see that in the chat, but we're still testing a little bit. So if you did that and you're not seeing us respond to your thing, feel free to just say, hey, I just became a member, or hey, I just dropped a super like, so that we're able to take a look at that. I just want to make sure that we don't accidentally miss it because we think it's going to pop up.
Yeah, we haven't had one during chat, so we're still half testing if it works. So definitely let us know if you do. It's pretty much what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'll be the first person to ever donate to us live on stream. Whoa, that would be cool. I want to be that person.
So I did see somebody asking about Infinity Train and whether we've seen that. We actually have not seen Infinity Train. We are dying to see Infinity Train. And the plan is absolutely in the future to react to it, but we sort of decided that Steven Universe was going to be our big non-live show project to take on first. So I'm not going to say we'll wait all the way to the end, but I think when Steven Universe is over, we're going to be looking at She-Ra and Infinity Train as possible shows to react to. But rest assured that we are not going to watch it on our own time without recording it. So whenever we see Infinity Train, it will be available for your eyes to see us watch it. I just don't know how soon in the future it'll be.
That is true. And that is definitely something that I'm not planning to watch off stream, so that we can and package that live reaction for the fresh eye holes of the viewing public. Though a bunch of people have been asking about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That's something that I probably am just gonna go watch on my own and enjoy personally. As much as I know that the live reaction is a very good idea for so many reasons, I just know that Alec doesn't want to do this.
It's true. Okay, listen, people.
I don't mean to throw you into the bus, bro, but I
you can. To say. No, listen, I'll own it. If this channel was just Lucas's, he would for sure be doing it. I honestly got so bothered on a psychological level by Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared years and years ago that it's just... The truth is, I don't think that it would be fun for you all to see me react to it, because I don't think I'd be able to come at it with the spirit that you're used to with the reactions that I give you. And Lucas and I talk about this sometimes, where if there's a show that either one of us feels like we are just not going to be able to do it in a way that we are doing the show justice, then we don't really want to do it. Like, there are shows that I love that Lucas already knows he hates, and it's no fun. Well, I guess... Let me just say, for HBCT specifically, we are a positive channel. We're trying to foster a positive community, and we don't want to walk on here and critique the crap out of something that everybody loves. So
yeah, not just that, but I think that, in my personal opinion, just as an artist, like, review shows that just like shit talk things that aren't good are very overdone already. You know what I mean? Like, I know that that's a huge niche on YouTube, but I prefer enjoy. I'd prefer to put out the content that people are hyped over. You know, someone just said in the chat that our Cuphead videos make their day, and you know what? It makes my day to see that every single time, unironically.
Yeah, it might be fun for people to know just how close it came to Cuphead not getting a season 2 reaction series. We almost did not continue it for a couple reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
First, a lot of the time, we decide what we're going to react to based on a number of factors. Part of it is demand, whether we think that people are going to watch it. Part of it is whether we think we will enjoy it and we'll be able to be positive enough about it to make sure that everybody is having fun with us. I would say that Cuphead Season 1, we had very high expectations for, and I'm going to be honest, it underwhelmed those expectations a little bit. It wasn't, we did think it was very good, but see, and also we started to get like diminishing returns on the first series of videos. It seems like people's enthusiasm for the show was gone, but then all of a sudden we got like a huge rush of views right before season 2 came along. And we were like, you know, Cuphead is just a show that we love. It's the vibe of show that we like, because it's very old school and we love those types of cartoons. For our show, we wanted to do it even if it didn't do well. What we did not expect was for season 2 to be phenomenal. And for the hype of everybody to really show up. Like, I am stunned by the level of enthusiasm for Cuphead Season 2 that we did not see from the fans on that first series of reaction videos to nearly the same degree.
Yeah. Just to get through chat again real quick.
Sure.
Full live reaction of One Piece. They said kidding. I wish. You have no idea. I'm caught up on One Piece right now. The newest chapter was insane. Okay, that's all I'm going to go into, because I know that appeals to like 0% of our demographic. Still, One Piece is very good. Maybe, okay, I know a lot of people like anime. I shouldn't say that, but still, very good. I just don't. I love it more than most people do, so I'm not gonna go on that tangent. Who's your favorite character from the Cuphead show, Alec?
Oh, that's, it's Chalice for me, and it's actually not that close when I really think about it, because I felt like she added something to the show that was seriously missing in Season 1, and she literally, like, electrified it to life. Not to make a pun about the electric chair from Episode 1 of Season 2, but yeah, I really just love Miss Chalice. I think she adds so much to the show. I think do you think it's safe to talk rough spoilers? I love how she is not just a being of this world, but also something else that could possibly be spoilery. I think that's great.
That's right. I remember how much of the show that we've shot versus how much has premiered already. Definitely remember.
Yeah. I wanted to get to Mr. Remo's comment, or Mochi as we know them in the Discord. And by the way, if y'all love chatting, feel free to join the HBCT Discord. It is for 18 and over, but for those of you that love talking about cartoons, it's a super awesome way to get involved with the HBCT community. For shows that many people want to see, but like in my case, only one of you wants to watch, would you consider Discord watch parties? You can make it so only mods can talk, etc. Yes, so we have experimented with a couple Discord watch parties in the past. One of our moderators, Tess, was super awesome and streamed some Ghibli nights for us, but Tess has been a lot more busy with personal life, which we relate to. And unfortunately, that's also the reason that we haven't been able to make anything like that happen lately. Even if we had a mod to do it, I just haven't had time to put into the Discord because I've gotten married and I'm about to move to Oregon.
Yes.
And I tend to manage more of the background stuff, whereas Lucas is more into the editing and social media and things like that. So we try to, mix up different things. So, however, absolutely yes, we would love to get Discord watch parties going again, and we will get them going again. I just don't want to put a timeline on it yet because I've got to get to Lucas first.
Yeah, and Discord is in the links in our description. You know what I mean. YouTube thing that we say.
The link is in the Discord description. Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Alec, for clearing that up for everybody. Someone asked what my favorite character from the Cuphead show is. Still the Devil, because the Devil is such a good character. But Bugman is pretty fun for me. I like how insane they are. And also, Yin said to fuel the One Piece tangent, he was my favorite One Piece character. And I gotta take it, man. Law. Definitely Law. Trafalgar D. Law. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, good to know. I've seen about the first 20 episodes of One Piece, and that's it for me. I know that Lucas is a super fan.
Yeah. I recommend for anyone trying to start One Piece, if you're going to watch the show instead of read the manga, watch One Piece, which is like a simplified version that follows the manga a little bit closer. Primo. Okay.
Yes.
I know nobody cares, but I'm saying it anyway. Sorry.
So, I don't want to disappoint Mr. Remo because I saw that they started a Google spreadsheet to keep track of things that have been covered and people want to see. We actually have this spreadsheet, and it is a perk that people who become YouTube members have access to. You can check out our spreadsheet. It has like hundreds of cartoons that we want to cover one day. You're able to leave comments on it. Yes, it's well done. And we do keep a running tally of all of the recommendations that come up. I'm about a month behind, so I need to go back through the Discord and check out the recommendations. But, yes, we have that spreadsheet. I'm a spreadsheet, obsessor. I will make a spreadsheet for literally everything, and I have, 10 for HBCT. But that's the most fun, and definitely, the most fun to check out if you become a member of the show.
Lovely. I agree. Yeah. It's a cool data sheet to look at. I look at it a lot because there's so many. I mean, it's honestly just a good database of things that people watch from our audience too. I have not watched Amphibia, responding to a chat. I have not watched Amphibia. Alec has. We did do one episode. We did live react to one episode of Amphibia, and there might be a world where I'll do it someday. Not soon, probably, just because we've got a lot on our table. But I'm not gonna watch it anytime, yes. So I think that there's a chance that I could live react to it.
So a couple things about Amphibia. I love Amphibia. I am 2 seasons into Amphibia, and I've not seen the 3rd season yet. I would be interested in watching it with Lucas. However, Disney is very strict about how they pass their copyright claims.
Yeah.
Usually what happens is that there's a 30-day waiting period, and places like Netflix and HBO Max, well, lately, Netflix has been better. There was a time where they worked. Yeah. But they've been pretty good about clearing us very quickly. But Disney's strategy is to wait the entire 30 days. So we really can't publish it till then. Basically, they make it very difficult for you to be able to react to an entire series. So anytime we do a Disney reaction, we sort of need to be okay with it being in the can for a while. And also the Amphibia reaction video that we did a little bit less well than I was expecting it would. And I don't know if that could possibly be because people are more likely to hop into an episode 1 of a series and not just a random episode, which is what we did.
Well, there's a lot of factors too. Thumbnail, hashtag algorithm. You know, there's so many factors. It's hard to say in regards to that completely.
Right.
But I do. Again, maybe someday is what I'll say. Maybe someday. Someone also asked if we've watched Owl House. We have both definitely watched all of Owl House. Not on stream. Dude, there's no way I'm gonna wait to watch that on a recording. I love that show so much. That's like one of my favorites, actually. I think Owl House is so good. I'd like to cover it somehow. And I love talking about it. So, you know, if people have Owl House questions, let's go. But...
let me tell you this. The new podcast that we are going to be starting up next year, which again will also be available on video, Owl House will definitely be one of the mini episodes that we will be covering because we're going to cover all kinds of cartoons through that, and it's going to be great. I love Owl House too. The problem with that one, honestly, is Owl House came around before Lucas and I had this channel, and we had already watched it. And we also watch it with our partners. So for me, you know, even though season 3 hasn't been watched yet, I don't think that we will be able to do it live because we just want to watch that with our people, you know, instead of like make it a recording thing. But like Lucas said, we will talk about Owl House on the show somehow in the future. And one of our very early episodes, before we started doing reaction videos, we actually did a little review of Owl House right when Lucas had kind of seen it for the very first time. So that might be fun if people really love Owl House and also want to get like a dip into the archive of what HBCT used to be pre-reaction.
Ooh, good point. Also, someone asked what we have on our table. Because, you know, we said I had a lot on my table. So I've got this Mob Psycho 100 book that I'm in the middle of. It's very good. Volume 6, I believe. There's a laptop. There's a phone. My mic. A mouse. So, there.
Yeah, I've got a little Maleficent pop vinyl. This actually belongs to my wife, but she's a big Maleficent fan. I've also got my rabbit from childhood. This is Zaz, who I've had from a very young age. Lots of my friends know Zaz very well for a lot of reasons. And I've also got all of my D&D dice. So what people may know, if you've watched everything that we've done, is that we covered The Legend of Vox Machina on Prime.
Yes, we did.
And at the time of that video, I had some not great experiences with D&D from my past, which made me hesitant to dive in. Well, my best man at my wedding and best friend is DMing a campaign for me and some close friends, and I have gotten like fully immersed in Dungeons & Dragons. So that's been like a little side hobby that obviously isn't going to be recorded, which is a very fun thing. I'm actually doing a session tonight after this stream is over, so...
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, dude,
nice.
I love it. It's so fun.
That's cool. That's cool. A fun fact, I won this at a mystery party for Alex's bachelor party. It's the demonic picture of Alec. This is Alec holding... I'm trying to make sure there's no reflection. There's Alec holding Mr. Toad doll. And no, this is not a camera setting. It looks like that.
Yeah, so people may or may not know, I'm a Mr. Toad super fan. This shirt that I am wearing right now is actually a bunch of Mr. Toads as I creep in, like, super uncomfortably to the camera. Hope you enjoy those beard and teeth. But yeah, Mr. Toad. Yeah, so huge Mr. Toad fan over here. I've got all kinds of little merchandise. I was wearing a different Mr. Toad shirt at a bachelor party, which is a literal button down. But yeah, we had a murder mystery party for my bachelor party. My best man, who does the D&D campaign, he put those together for us. And it was like the most fun ever. Lucas somehow was the winner out of like 16 people. Like he earned it. Like he worked hard, but it was, oh my God, it was a good time. Let's see. So I'm looking for any questions in here. Again, feel free to just drop questions. Even though we may not get to all of them, we're curious what you want to know about.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see. Ooh, somebody wants to know for D&D, Alec, what are your favorite what are your characters' race and class? So I am a character named Avery Graves, who is a human who's been cursed to be a bird. Actually a Cooper's Hawk, if anybody knows the restaurant. I mean, it's a wine place, so my character's obsessed with wine. And I am a rogue human, but with a bird head, so, you know, normally, I've been a gnome before. I love playing as gnomes because I can just troll the whole time. Not that a troll is the same as a gnome. Because
I was gonna say, that was kind of a funny joke. I can be a gnome so I can troll.
Yeah, for me, it comes down to I come up with a personality first, and then try to make my race and class around whatever I think would be the most fun to be able to contribute to that character's lore. I think I might multi-class as a bard at some point, but for the non-D&D people, I'll move. Oh, somebody asked this question before, and I really liked it, and I missed it. Best queer representation in a children's cartoon. So I do feel like we're probably not like the absolute best people to make a verdict on this, but I can tell you characters that I've really enjoyed seeing in animation as far as queer representation. First one that comes to mind for me is Barney from Dead End. And that's only because we've had so many commenters talk about how much Barney's experience has related to their lives. So it gives me confidence that Hamish Steele and the entire Dead End staff did an amazing job of creating a very true representation of that character. I also think that Benson from Kipo in the Age of the Wonder Beast is a tremendous representation of a character that I don't think has been seen very often in animation.
Spoilers, sir.
Yes.
Wow.
I guess that is a very slight spoiler. I'm sorry, but it's a good reason for y'all to watch Kipo in the Age of the Wonder Beast, which is another show that we've both seen all the way through.
I have not seen it all the way through. I have another season to go still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Oh, wait, you didn't finish season 3 yet?
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, it's probably a little bit too late to react. I'm actually curious about people's thoughts, and I'm not saying that I'll legit. The truth is, I don't think that just dropping into a season 3 of a show is probably the best reaction series. I think if we're gonna do it, we probably want to start from the beginning, mostly because we think it's fun to get people on a journey from the very beginning.
Yeah, I agree.
But there could be certain circumstances, like we've thought about maybe Hilda when season 3 comes out, because the show didn't exist when seasons 1 and 2 were out. It could be fun to jump in. But we also feel like we don't have the groundwork built, and Hilda might not even be a reaction-worthy show, even though it's one of my favorite cartoons. It's more like a cozy show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, even some of the best things aren't necessarily things I'd want to watch on stream, just because it would still not necessarily be that engaging for a viewer. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And CJ, by the way, welcome CJ, who is popped in. One of our members. You can see that CJ is a member because of that star next to their name.
We're highlighting memberships again. Please do it.
Definitely. Are either of you big readers? If so, what kind of books do you like reading? I know what Lucas is probably going to say. I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Oh, I'm reading The Cat's Cradle right now.
Oh, really? Okay, Kurt Vonnegut, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. No, that's great. So,
yeah,
I thought you were going to go straight to manga
too, though. Yeah, because I was going to say, I've got Mob Psycho 100 sitting on my desk, and I'm reading that too. But that's those manga and comics are different. I assume that book reading, like words, no pictures. I'm reading Kurt Vonnegut right now.
Sure. I just like immersive stories. I honestly like young adult books a lot. The Kingdom Keepers series is very fun to me because it's about like kids that wake up at the Disney parks at night. And for those of you who don't know, I was a Disney employee for 10 years. I worked in the parks on the front lines. I also worked behind the scenes, one at a relatively secret place where I'll say I posted wait times for major attractions and did some other really cool things. It was my favorite job I've had.
Now's your moment. Spam questions about the inner workings of Disney World, everybody.
Yeah, I can't answer everything, but I might be able to answer some things if you're curious. And
if you spend money on it, he'll be more pressured to answer it accurately.
Oh, that's funny. I also
and we'll be able to tell it still hasn't happened yet, unless it has. Okay, continue.
Yeah, definitely. And I also worked in consumer insights a little bit. I don't really remember where I was going. Oh yeah, the Disney thing. I still love Disney. Part of the reason I left is just because I found an amazing job in behavioral health that's very fulfilling to me to help people, to help work on research that is critical to the mental health field. It's more of a passion to me than a hobby. I actually have enjoyed being a Disney fan way more not working for the company. So it's been very, very awesome to have that separation now. And that's why I do enjoy books like Kingdom Keepers that immerse me. And I know that was a little bit of a long-winded response. I also read a lot of books about happiness science research because by trade, positive psychology is my area of focus in school and at work. So I am very interested in these types of social science that can help people be happier and live better lives and things like that. What's interesting is that originally I was trying to be a content creator on that realm. And I had 2 interviews on Rob Has a Podcast, if there's any Survivor fans out there, where I was able to present a lot of awesome research. But what I learned the more that I got into the field is us doing something like Hester Brothers Cartoon Theater is actually the best way that I could possibly improve people's happiness, rather than try to tell them how to do it. Just giving people entertainment that they enjoy and spreading positivity in their lives, in my opinion, is the single most effective method from an exterior point of somebody trying to make a difference. Because if people want to find help, the help is out there. You know, the research is there. You know, preaching to them doesn't really make a difference. So anyway, that's my soliloquy. Lucas has his philosophy things. I was able to go on a positive psychology rant for a second.
I'll reserve my rants. I'm still holding that little bit of One Piece and Adventure Time in me that I'm just gonna drop, and everyone will flee our chat. But for now,
saying that you're holding One Piece. Two pieces.
I wish I was holding the One Piece. I wish. I don't even know what it is still. So I don't even know what I'm holding.
I saw Potatoes say,
"Oh, sorry."
The Small World scene creeped the hell out of them. I'm like, I know, it's so good. Sorry,
in Kingdom Keepers.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone. Actually, I read that. I read the first one when I was younger because it was pretty good. I liked it. I like that the first thing that someone asked about Disney when I was trying to pry you for some dirty information was what's the favorite heartwarming moment? That's so nice.
That is the best and of course it's coming from the hug provider. Yo, you've been so nice. I've seen a couple very nice comments and I appreciate it. This is a great question. So let me think about this. Do you want to filibuster on another question and I'll give you a really good answer to the heartwarming one? Because
I can say my favorite heartwarming Disney moment.
Oh, dude, go.
Well, I guess technically it doesn't really count because it was your engagement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like actually that's too long of a story and I don't really want to tell it. But Alex Person proposed to him and it was really cute and I was there for it.
Yeah, that's right. My wife proposed to me. She's a queen. It was the greatest moment of my life. And shattered gender norms. That's what I have to say. And it was at Disney, at the place that we had our first kiss. So that is that's a really good one. And I guess, but I'm going to answer it from the lens of having worked at Disney, since that was what was asked. And I can share a good story from a friend of mine where he worked at at Toy Story, actually, in Hollywood Studios. And a lot of the time, guests will have buttons on that tell them, or that can kind of tell you something about themselves. They'll be like, I'm celebrating, happy birthday. And there was a kid with an I'm celebrating button. And he asked, oh, what are you celebrating? And the kid said, I'm cancer-free. And basically just like, yeah, tears down. So, you know,
that's
sometimes
a pretty awesome thing to celebrate. Damn.
It really is. You know, I've had people thank me in a really genuine way. I think that the moment that sticks out the most for me is there was a guy and his elderly dad who rode Space Mountain together. And I did work at Space Mountain at one point. Believe it or not, it was one of my least favorite places to work, though it's such an awesome ride. It's just work-wise, I preferred working at the Tomorrowland Speedway, which is a worse ride, but very, very fun to work. Anyway, this particular moment was great, where they got off the ride and they went over and saw their picture, right? And the dad just went over, you know, and we had to help him get out of the vehicle. He had a little bit of a tough time, and he, you know, got his way over there and just looked at the picture of them. He pointed, he's like, oh, son, look at how much fun we're having. In the most genuine way that I can possibly express a person sounding in any moment. And it always sticks with me. Like, I'll never forget the way that he said it, the way that he looked, and just how the moment felt when I saw something so wonderful. So, geez, so I didn't expect to get so heartwarming today. I love that question.
I might clip and make a short out of that. If I remember to. I probably won't. Wow, that's nice. Someone, I don't mean to skip over that, but I like continuing with the chat. So, what's the last movie or show? I think it's funny that they specified Disney or not that genuinely made you cry.
Okay. Lucas and I literally only a week ago when he was here for my wedding, we sat together and cried watching Encanto.
I teared watching Encanto. I don't know if I fully count that.
I don't know, dude. I think you were crying. I was full on crying, and it was the second time I'd seen it.
The reason I'm not crying, or the reason I'm not responding that as my answer, is because the movie before that made me cry was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, I think it's called. And I cried for like the whole last hour of that movie. Like literally, I cried for an hour. I was a little faded, but still, it was so good, and it hit me in such a deep, beautiful way. If y'all haven't seen that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, absolutely prime. So
nice.
Good. And so Encanto was also very, 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 very good.
We teased that we would answer the Disney questions, and I did see somebody also ask for the creepiest moment. There is a story about a ghost that inhabits Pirates of the Caribbean at Disney World. This is a long story. His name is George, and a lot of the cast members say to have seen this ghost. There was a maintenance person that died many, many years ago working on the attraction, allegedly. I have not fact-checked this, but this is what the cast members say. And one of a girl that I met who was a roommate with a friend came home one day and insists that she saw this ghost and showed us a picture of the monitor. And I'm not going to lie, it was really creepy. I've also seen a picture of somebody take of the monitor of Carousel of Progress when I worked there, which looked extremely ghostly. And that also like gave me the shivers. So yeah, there's a lot of stories about like weird little things that'll happen in the background. Not always at the attractions that you would expect. So there's a little tease for all of you.
Whoa, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a very scientific person. I do believe in ghosts, but like with the lens of I don't really know what it is. I'm not saying it's like a person from the afterlife or anything. But like both of these things really like spooked me to a point where I was like, huh, maybe.
That's awesome.
I know.
Awesome. I didn't know you had a ghost story from where you work too. Why didn't you?
It's not a true ghost story because I didn't experience it for myself, but it was just something that I was able to like see with my own eyes, you know?
Wow. That's cool. That's cool. It is almost Halloween. I did tease. I didn't even mention it. When I did the beginning of this live stream, I teased the Halloween intro. So once this is like done, you can start from the beginning, or maybe you still can. I don't remember how live streaming works. But the Halloween intro is there,
dude. Well, and honestly, so Mystery Mo's asking for more stories like this, and Alice wants you to tell us a ghost story. And for those of you that are not Gravity Bros podcast listeners, you may not have heard Lucas's long story about his genuine encounter with a ghost. I'm not making this up. Do you want to try to tell a quicker version? Are you okay
sure?
With that?
I mean, I'll tell a quick story. I told this on the last live stream, I think, didn't I?
I don't remember if you did or not.
Well, I'll tell it again real quick. So I'm working nights at this hotel, this McMiniman's hotel in Oregon, in McMinnville, and it's like the creepiest freaking hotel. Like, I cannot explain to you. You have to look up like just how creepy the McMinnville Hotel Oregon is, because it's just painted head to toe with like the creepy, like it's intentionally creepy. There was like a UFO sighting there at some point. So there's like all of this culture that they've built around UFOs, and there's been like ghost stories too. So like Ghost Hunters has been there and done an episode and all that kinds of stuff. And like, you know, I'm not going to say I didn't really think much of it, because like working nights is creepy regardless of whether or not there's haunted stories. So like it's a little unnerving in my opinion, just being alone at night on your own. At least it is for me. I know a lot of people are probably fine with it, but so anyway, I'm working this job, and literally the very first night I'm working there on my own. So I was trained for 2 nights, and then the first night that I was working on my own, I see a note card on the ground in the bar that I don't even need to be cleaning. The bar isn't a place that I have to be at all. I just go in there to get myself coffee. Definitely developed a caffeine addiction working nights. That's the thing that happened there. Because you just have free access to espresso. So I got this, I pick up this note card in all font, in all caps, bold font. It's written, "Get out," right? And first night working there, so I'm like, okay, that's pretty unnerving. I'm a little uncomfortable, but I didn't really think of it. I assumed probably somebody was just trying to prank me, right? So I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't think of anything of it. I just threw the card away and went on with my day, right? 3 months later, I'm cleaning the coffee station on the 3rd floor of this hotel, and there's like a little mirror, because like this whole thing is like antique, you know, like old-fashioned decorative. The lights are like super environmentally not friendly, and it's terrible. There's this mirror on top of the desk that's like really creepy and antique already, and written in marker in red, it says, in the exact same handwriting from like 3 months ago, it says "Get out" in all caps, and the marker, it's a circular mirror, and the marker is balanced on top of it. And I literally ran my ass back to the front desk. I was so freaked out, because legit, like, I don't even know how to explain how freaked out I was. Because even if that's not a ghost story, the thing that freaked me out was that somebody had, like, been watching me for 3 months. You know what I mean? That's still just a creepy thing, regardless of whether or not it's metaphysical.
Yeah, it always makes me uncomfortable when I feel about it. Hey, listen. Sorry, you have got more to add?
There was just one other part where I, like, went into the bathroom, and I, like... This was also extremely frightening. I went into the bathroom that I was cleaning on the first floor, and I went in and I turned, I never turn the lights off. The lights are on in the bathrooms 24/7. There's no reason for anyone to turn them off, right? So I go to the bathroom, and I, like, am cleaning stuff, I'm mopping, whatever. I walk out, and I forgot something in the bathroom, so I'm like, oh no, I forgot this thing. So I, like, go back into the bathroom. Hold on.
Wait, what? Are you trying to change the vibe?
I changed the music. I put on Halloween music. So I went into the bathroom. And it's straight up. I'm not even joking. The lights were off when I walked back into the bathroom. I did not turn them off, so they're on. I left something in there. I go back, and lights are off when I go back in, right? And I'm just like, okay. Yeah, this music is rocking it right now. I'm like, okay. No big deal. I'm not too worried about it, right? I turn the light on, and I leave again, and the door shuts behind me, and I just think to myself, like, wait a minute. I definitely did not turn the light off. That definitely was not me. And I thought about it for a second. I'm like, was somebody, like, sitting on the toilet, and I, like, just didn't know? And then I hear 3 super, like, the clearest, loudest knocks on the bathroom door right behind my head. Literally made me jump out of my skin. And again, I ran my ass to the front desk, completely scared out of my wits. And I can see down the hall this bathroom door, right? So I'm sitting there, and I just watch from the corner, like, freaked out. I'm like there's this big window, so I feel like slight, and there's a phone, so I could, like, call 911, I guess. It makes you feel better, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting behind the desk, just, like, cowering, this scared little boy, looking down the hall. And I don't see anybody come out of the bathroom. I don't see any activity over there. The elevator doesn't make a ding or anything. And then I, like, walk right over. I walk back, and I open the door, and there's nobody in there. The light is on. Nothing. Freaked me the hell out.
Whew! All right. Well, thank you for startling everybody. I was going to say in the morning, but some of you, it could be night. I don't know. I hope that you're not about to go to sleep. Hello, 911. I think there's a ghost.
Good night, everyone.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
so actually, let's talk a little bit about Halloween while we're on the spooky subject, if you want, because last year, Lucas and I I guess we had just started doing reactions, but our channel was still primarily like review videos and things. So we did a Halloween month where we talked about a lot of our favorite specials and shows that were a little bit spooky. We are going to do the same this month. So I feel like this is a decent time to tell people what we're going to do. Do you think it's safe to tell them everything?
Yeah, tell them everything. Tell it all.
Sweet. So a lot of you have been waiting for the bonus content of Has Been Hotel. People wanted us to react to the song, to the comics. We have done that. In fact, if you become a member, that video is currently already available for the members to see.
In real
time,
I like that.
I know. In real time, it's going to be dropped for Halloween month toward the beginning of the month. In addition, we decided we were going to do reactions from a couple specials that we really like. One of those is the Billy and Mandy special. For those of you who come from our generation of cartoons, that was one of Lucas's favorite Halloween specials from back in the day.
Yes.
Now, we do have one, I guess, back and forth. Do you think it's safe to say the other one that's on the table? Have we decided?
Sure.
Okay, SpongeBob, we think we might react to both the Hashling Slasher episode and...
actually, you know what? I want to vet chat about this, okay? I need y'all's opinion. Everybody's getting involved in this one, okay?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if I actually want to do that one. So, like, do you guys think the SpongeBob Halloween specials are good to react to? Or are there any other, like, somewhat classic, you know... They can be newer, but like, you know, like super Halloween ones that you would recommend. Because if a good one pops up in this chat right now, we might do it. If y'all... I'm not going to say it.
Guarantee.
If you give us money, I'll do whatever you want. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean that.
Okay. People are. I'm thinking. So we're a little bit behind, but some people they are very excited about the SpongeBob idea.
I would like to do Scary Godmother, but we're not quite on movie form stuff yet. There will be a day where we cover movie length stuff. It's gonna come, but we're waiting for now.
Yeah, and I think that Twitch is going to be a place that we might be more likely to react to more obscure things. Because the thing about YouTube is that when we have a video do bad, it hurts us in the algorithm, and then more videos do bad. But
we don't care on Twitch.
Right, Twitch, we can watch whatever we want, and we don't have to worry about how it's going to affect our channel performance. I mean, obviously, we want people to show up. But I think that it's a fun way to be able to just watch things that we want to watch. So stuff like Scary Godmother is from our generation. I also love the Halloween tree special that's even a little bit before our time. There's all kinds of things. That we did think about the Disney Amphibia Halloween episode. We did. So that one's not impossible either. But I don't know, man. I think that the support is kind of there for the SpongeBob Halloween specials. That's the vibe I'm getting.
We got one. Oh wait, no, we got a few. OMG. Okay, we got some yeses. Okay. I'm trying to get another one, you guys.
Ooh, did Gargoyles get a Halloween episode? So I don't know if there's a specific episode, but I love Gargoyles. I watched the entire series not that long ago. By the way, Zirokura, great commenter, has been commenting on our videos for a very long time. We appreciate you.
Over the Garden Wall is on the thing. We are kicking off Halloween month with the first half of Over the Garden Wall. It is ready.
I was going to save that one for last. Over the Garden Wall is happening. We are reacting to the entire thing in 2 videos. We tried it last year. We got copyright stricken for just the first 2 episodes. We were worried it was going to happen again. So far, it has not. Our first 5 videos cleared, and it will be dropping for sure on October 1st. We just need the last 5 to clear so that we can drop it, hopefully on Halloween itself. So Over the Garden Wall, full series, HBCT, finally happening. If y'all want a teaser, feel free to check out the reaction video we did last year of just the first 2 episodes, because we did post it, even though, honestly, the entire copyright strike process completely screwed us over in the algorithm, but I don't need to rant about that right now. This year, we are very optimistic that it's going to do well, and Over the Garden Wall is, oh my god. I don't want to spoil the reaction, because this was the first time I'd seen it all the way through, but I loved it. I think that's not a surprising take.
Yeah, if anyone in this chat has not seen Over the Garden Wall, it's a masterpiece. I love it, not just as a Halloween thing, but just as, like, for any time of year, it's phenomenal. Also, a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Marathon sounds like a very fun idea. I'm here for that sometime.
We've thought about that. I don't know if it'll be this year, because I think that could be the kind of thing that we could really just, like, have fun with on Twitch, maybe. Yeah. We also know very little, so we kind of need recommendations on Treehouse of Horror. We actually ask about that in one of the videos that's going to be released at some point this month. Because it might even be the Billy and Mandy episode where we need your recommendations on Treehouse of Horror, because we're just like, we respect the Simpsons historically, but we're just not that familiar with it. So, let's see. I think it's in Yuji. Sorry if I got your name wrong. The new Mickey Mouse cartoons and some of the Halloween specials are really fun. You are right. The new Mickey Mouse cartoons are great and very underrated.
Same new ones.
Yes, dude.
I watched one of those last year and I enjoyed it.
I would love to watch those. I know it would be fun, but here's the thing. Same problem with Disney and their copyright claims taking forever. So
let's... It's a Disney thing. That sucks. I like that idea, though. I was thinking old ones for a second, but yeah, that's a cool idea. I like
same person also mentioned the Max Fletcher and Mary Melody's Halloween stuff. Like, again, absolutely. You are speaking our language right now.
Yeah, I like that too.
We're not sure if people are going to show up for the old stuff. We really want them to. You know, that might be Twitch era. When we're able to start watching the older stuff, and I don't know, could even be like a classic cartoon night or something.
Scared Shrekless! We could watch Scared Shrekless!
That would be funny. That would be really funny.
Just kidding, but I don't know. I haven't actually seen it. Is it like bad enough that it'd be funny, or is it just like lukewarm bad and it'd just be boring?
That's a good point too. The regular show Halloween specials, that would be fun, CJ. I love regular shows.
If there are any actually scary things we could watch.
See, regular show, I almost feel like we would be doing it injustice to not do all 6 of them, but that might be an idea for next year.
Wait. Oh, wow. You know, I actually have not seen that much of regular show.
I haven't either. I love it, but I've only seen a little bit. I know.
Because I've seen like literally everything of Adventure Time, Steve. Like everything in that generation, I've seen all of. It's the only one I've missed.
Mm-hmm. I also think the DuckTales Halloween special, the newer one, 2017, is phenomenal, but unfortunately, it's far enough in the series to where it would be super spoilery. So I don't think that's the best choice for the channel, but I highly recommend the DuckTales Halloween special, and honestly, the entire DuckTales reboot series.
Oh, Our Real Monsters is a good idea. Okay,
I know, we've had that on the list for a while, but
I want to get it.
Are they going to show up?
We are at an hour mark. I want to get a glass of water and run an ad, if that sounds good to you. So we're gonna run an ad real quick, and but if we'll catch up on chat. So keep leaving your Halloween recommendations while the ad plays. We'll be right back.
Yeah, chat about anything. See you soon.
Chat about anything. See you soon. Hold on, I'm finding there's an ad button. I think that's working.
I don't know.
We won't be able to see it. Hey, if you guys see an ad, don't tell us because you won't be seeing us right now.
Oh, it says Rip They're Gone. I think we're okay.
Cool. I'm gonna go. All the members will be able to see us. So CJ, you'll still be able to see us floundering. I'm gonna go get my glass of water. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh. Okay. Max says, oh, no, I see you. There was a skip on the ad. All right. Well, I don't know when Lucas is coming back, but I'm here with some water. Anybody want to chat? Feel free. Oh, Disney's Mad Doctor. Amazing Halloween recommendation. Fun fact about the Disney Halloween specials from the past. Assuming that you all can see me right now. Sounds like you can, because somebody didn't even see an ad. Lucas and I, when we were little, went to a place called the Bear Creek Cabins, and it was in Colorado, and our family would go there pretty much every year. There was a VHS at Blockbuster called Scary Tales. I think I've told this story before on the show, and there were 6 cartoons on there. Mad Doctor was not one of them. However, it should have been. I would add Mad Doctor, Lonesome Ghost, and...
I guess that ad wasn't as long as I was expecting.
The ad didn't drop at all, bro.
Oh, what?
Actually, at least from somebody. Some people might have had ad block. I don't know. Can anybody just tell us if you did see the ad to see? But don't worry, I filibustered.
Oh, I heard one ran. Ah! Sorry.
And also, random intermission question. What's your opinion on water? So I learned a lot of facts about water recently because as a positive psychologist, nutrition is part of some of the things that I actually have to talk about. People need to be healthy, right? So what you may not know is that there's actually not a designated number of waters that you should have every day. What you should do is listen to your body and drink when you're thirsty, rather than try to hit any kind of specific quota. Also, don't forget to get salt in your diet, because you can have too much water and not enough sodium, which could pose health problems. Make sure to do that, everybody.
Also,
all right.
Fact, water is going to be one of the natural depleting resources that's going to cause some major problems, so conserve your water.
Right. That is the difference between a positive psychologist and a philosopher. Thank you, everybody.
The positive part.
Oh, some people says they didn't get... Oh, okay, somebody saw like a 5-second long ad, so...
Dude, I'm gonna hit the button one more time just because I know we're gonna make money on it. I don't know what's happening. I just want to... I don't know why it only played for some people, but I'm fascinated, so...
Yeah, no, we're teasing... I guess we're playing around a little bit. So what we're learning is that we can't just drop an ad and walk away. Or
like you can on Twitch. Like you can on Twitch. I didn't just make this up.
Oh, I
have
know
science.
I know, we're just... we're learning the YouTube ways.
Know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't want them to think I'm just some hooligan with a camera.
Somebody also mentioned, I was talking about Scary Tales and the cartoons that we used to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and name what they are. If anybody, I've done this before. I actually tried to make an Instagram video, but look, guys, I'm not very good at social media. I tried to do this last year. I was like, here are 10 classic cartoons that you should watch for Halloween, or Disney cartoons, rather. All right, let me see if I can remember these off the top of my head. Donald Duck and the Gorilla, Duck Pimples, Donald's Lucky Day, Haunted House. We've got The Skeleton Dance. We've got Lonesome Ghosts. Trick or Treat. So good. Mad Doctor, which was mentioned by the chat. Runaway Brain, which is a brand new. Well, I shouldn't say brand new. It's like
I saw that
20 years old
one.
now or longer. It's a little bit. No, actually, it's about 11 minutes, I think. But it's another really cool one. I'm forgetting one from the original Scary Tales, Lucas. Do you
the gorilla? Did you say the gorilla?
I got the gorilla. I got the haunted house.
The book one?
No, I got Duck Pimples, which is my favorite of the entire thing.
Donald's Lucky Day?
I got that one, I thought. And
The house one, you got that one too?
Yeah, and Skeleton Dance. Maybe I did get them all.
It's all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe I just miscounted. I think I got them all. Just kidding. Cool. Or I just named one of those for the first time. But either way, that's approximately 9 or 10. Highly recommend those old cartoons because there's something just very fun and unique about them to me. So, all right, now that we have a sort of like got ourselves back in here.
So,
like,
are we doing the SpongeBob one? Are we still committing to that? Is that what our decision is?
Listen, I think it would be great. I mean, I think that people drop some really good suggestions for us to add to for the future ideas, though.
Oh, I'm excited for the Christmas. I'm not starting any Christmas discussion. I will ban you from chat if you talk about Christmas. I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
I won't actually. But
Lucas,
but it's not even October yet. You do not get to talk about Christmas in my house.
I literally start. I'm
over.
Sorry, everybody. I celebrate Christmas the day after Halloween. In this year, I won't because I've got to be planning for a move to get over to that one over there, which is rude because he's a Christmas hater and he's a Halloween person only.
I am not just a Christmas hater. I'm a hater of all joy. Okay, I'm just kidding.
So I think that what is interesting, we talked about this in an episode that we haven't dropped yet, but I think that Lucas represents Halloween and I represent Christmas as far as the show goes. We're nothing if not on brand. Yeah.
Clarification: we can't react during live streams because we'll get taken down, or at least on YouTube. So we don't react to stuff on live streams unless it's like copyright free, with which none of the things that we're covering would be. So we can't cover anything on live stream.
Yeah. I'm sorry if anybody showed up and thought that this is a reaction. This is a live stream where we are talking about all kinds of things. But it's okay.
And
not
Halloween
is here for
yes,
everything.
thank you for all the love of Halloween and sorry to interrupt you, but thank you for all of the love in Halloween. That is what I love to see here. I agree.
Yep. Oh, and somebody mentioned there's a season 2 of Dead End coming out. There sure is.
Announcement time?
I think it's safe to maybe tease a little announcement. So with Dead End Paranormal Park coming out, I believe it's October 13th. We are going to have some bonus content coming for you on October 9th. And we are going to have a special guest on the show who is somebody who has worked on Dead End that some of you may know. And we are going to do that as a little teaser before season 2 officially comes out, which we are very, very excited for. And want to thank that individual, if they end up watching this, for all of their support. That's
the creator of Dead End that Alec is.
Oh my god, we're trying to tease it a little bit.
Wow.
Yes, Hamish Steele is going to be a guest on the podcast or the YouTube channel. Has been extremely gracious with their time, and we're extremely thankful to them for being willing to give their time to us. So as long as there's no scheduling conflicts, as of now, October 9th should be the date. We're looking at about 1 p.m. May even be a live stream, so keep an eye out for that too.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America, specifically. Is that what you meant? Okay.
Sorry. Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that matches up with whatever time zone you're in. Because as I've talked in the Discord today about, I recognize that a lot of our viewers are from all over the country. Outside the country, all over the world is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let us know where you're from in the chat. Mm-hmm. I'm from Oregon, United States. Good old US of A.
Oh, yeah. And that's right. Hamish Steele showed up to one of the chats and sort of teased that a season 2 was on the way, and it got announced like a week later, which was really cool. All right, let's see. Hester Bros of every age. Wouldn't you like to see something strange? Oh, my gosh. Yes. Hey, Lucas, tell me your favorite Halloween songs. Talking about that comment, because that's a good one right there from Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know, I've actually been listening to a lot of Queens of the Stone Age for my spookiness recently because they've got some haunting albums and songs. Mm-hmm. And I'd say that's my favorite right now, to be honest. I know that's not like the most super steeped in Halloween lore answer, but like Queens of the Stone Age is pretty good.
I hate to be basic, but Monster Mash for me is just such a classic. It gets you in the Halloween mood immediately. Werewolves of London, Warren Zevon.
We got okay. That's a good answer. There's a cover of that by the Grateful Dead that I really like too. I just want to shout out the answers that people are throwing out from where they're from real quick. We've got. All right, hold on. I'm gonna start from the top. We got Alaska, Florida, Michigan, Germany, Alabama. K-Man from Alabama, we exist. England, Connecticut, Florida man. We've got a Florida man. Is that the one? Are you the Florida man?
The one in every article? Yo, so I'm from Florida. I am also a Florida man for the time being. Not for long. But if you look up Florida man and your birthday, you'll be able to find out what weird Florida man thing happened on your birthday. And you'll probably wish you didn't Google it. But just saying, it's an option.
Eastern Europe, Massachusetts, Louisiana, Germany. Dude, also.
You missed Saudi Arabia?
Oh, I did?
Asmi from the Discord, by the way. Yeah, and in the UK for university.
Lit. Canada. Yeah, Argentina.
Man, that's really cool, everybody. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's really cool to, I guess in the very beginning, we kept saying our channel is small, but it kind of is growing to a point where, we have 7,500 subscribers. We are starting to see like a lot of people come in from around the world and say hi, and it's really awesome. Thank you all for being here.
We appreciate you all so much.
We really do. I want to open it up for if anybody has questions about the production of the show or things about like our dynamic or the creative process. I kind of would just enjoy talking about those if anybody has any. I mean, we'll still answer anything.
Let's talk about the structural artistic integrity of Hester Bros Cartoon Theater. What does it mean to be an artist? Why do we do what we do? Is there any actual moral behind what we're doing, or do we just hit record and wing it? Definitely B. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to talk about that?
I mean, sure. I was kind of just screwing around, but yeah.
Well, talk about it. I'm like,
okay. No, I guess we talked a little bit earlier about how we try to make stuff pretty positive. Someone just said such an inclusive channel. That's a positive thing for us to hear. We try to foster environments like that and culture like that in general, I think. I think part of that is also like a mindfulness of living philosophy that each of us kind of try to maintain to some degree in our own ways. And I think that kind of just breathes into the show because we want to try to make things... And I mean this in a technical way too. Like when I'm editing, I try to keep things like genuinely like humorous. You know what I mean? Like positively so, in a way that makes people feel uplifted. You know what I mean? So like, I think that there's a little bit of intent that goes into that in terms of like our moral, philosophy of the show. I think mindfulness is something you and I both care about a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a nice way to kind of start putting it. Yeah, I guess we did have a discussion about what we wanted this show to be when it started. And I think there was a concern we know about like toxic YouTube fandoms and things. Like we know that they exist. So we figure like the easiest way for us to try to combat that, because you don't really want to give those people attention. Because if you actually like start throwing it out there, like, oh, well, if you're a hater, then, GTFO. It's not effective, right?
Unless you're in our chat, we love you. Please subscribe and send money to the channel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where the easiest way to breed positivity for the channel is to just be positive on the channel, right? Because
I think that's true.
Generally speaking, like if we're just able to have a good time and do this, we're going to attract other people who just enjoy having fun watching cartoons. Not here like trying to critique every little thing or criticize people. But the fact that Yin is artsy said that we're an inclusive channel really means a lot, because we did think about that in the beginning too. It's like I really want this to be a safe space where people can feel comfortable going to in the comments section and outside of it, where they can find their people through this. Just because growing up, I was a cartoon like super fan from the time that I was like, I don't know, born, honestly, up until I was an adult, and I sort of fell off it for a while, but I did find community in other people that liked cartoons because it was sort of like a unifying hobby. And it's interesting because cartoons come from, you can get all kinds of different animation, but there's something about animation as like a holistic thing that still brings people together regardless of how different the genres are, and people just love it as a whole experience. And I think that, having a channel that's able to speak to that a little bit and try to invite everybody who wants to be there to be part of the table is just something that I've always valued as somebody who wanted to be in the creative fields at all. And for a long time, I didn't think that we would be able to do anything like this ever. The fact that, there are so many people that have seen the videos that we do is genuinely shocking to me. Because I had given up on ever trying anything on this high of a level. What was that, Lucas?
The fact that we have so many people in chat, too.
Yeah, I know. The fact that there's so many people watching right now, and I don't even know how many because I'm not looking at the metrics properly.
We've had over 450 views throughout this thing so far.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that something that was part of the original mission, while you're kind of looking at that too, is we wanted a place where even when people finished watching a cartoon that we watched, we would sort of find new people every single time that we find a new cartoon, and they become part of a community that is more interested in more cartoons. And then that helps them find other things. And they can sort of be part of this community with us. So it's not just we're blind reactors, making shocked faces. And I know that some people don't like when we talk over stuff. But we did want this to kind of be we want everybody to feel like they are part of something here. You know, not just a blind reaction channel, but a community of cartoon lovers who want to find new things, want to enjoy new things together.
We want to be a community of people that all talks over the movie together.
We should put that on a shirt.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, yo, we should do merch. Would you guys buy merch?
At some point we will. Well,
I mean, buy merch.
So we're trying. I know that a lot of people don't may or may not be the fan of the YouTube member program, which is essentially Patreon for YouTube. We want to do a proper Patreon at some point with proper bonus content and stuff.
True.
So if that ends up being more appealing to people, we might be able to do things like merch through that. Look, the channel is still young. Believe it or not, we are not even 2 years old.
No, we're doing super duper. We're doing excessively well. I'm really happy with how all of our work's been panning out. And go ahead.
Sorry, somebody said that, it's amazing to see how this channel has grown. Some of you have been here when we had 100 subscribers. And obviously, amazing to have you regardless of when you showed up. But to have people who have been there toward the beginning be able to see this and be whoa, how did this happen?
And it has happened very sick of us after all of this time.
And that's
the goddamn miracle.
Everybody who is in the chat right now, it's still early, is what I have to say. You are actually some of the people that I still consider to be on the ground floor of this thing.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
And with all of the stuff that I've just said, this podcast that we have coming up next year, which I'm so high on this idea, I want to be able to say everything about it. I'm just happy to be able to share that it's existing. This is going to be a way that people, if they want to be more involved, can. They don't have to. But I see it as a way for people to be more aboard this ship. This ship of cartoon lovers who want to travel to these cartoon universes. Wow.
Maybe on a toon voyage, so to speak.
Yeah, maybe something like that, where you, I don't know, just get to explore different lands. It just sounds as a metaphor, right? I think, just having people involved in that journey is very fun.
Absolutely. And if you're trying to support the channel, we were talking about Patreon and stuff not being set up. Donations and stuff, you can do it on YouTube. It's not culturally as normal as it is on Twitch and Patreon, but there's ways to support on YouTube as well, super thanks and super likes and stuff like that. Things.
Yeah, and again, I think the culture for that look, to be honest, Lucas knows way about Twitch and YouTube streaming and all of the logistics and the things that go into it than I do. I just operate on a human level of, this makes sense to me. And
that's great.
Yeah, I know, but it's I think that Twitch is it lends itself more to that kind of thing, and I don't know whether it's weird for YouTube streaming to be like that or not, because I'm sure a lot of you are used to watching our videos, but I mean, yeah, all the stuff that we're talking about, it does help, but it's one of those things where I see, I think it's Panera that's tipping, never expected, always appreciate. It's more like that is sort of my philosophy. I was but the most important thing for me is to make sure that we're just creating something awesome that people enjoy being a part of. Oh, and somebody said they would love plushies of us, which is the funniest, most awesome thing ever. Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to imagine. No,
they have to be a prize for something if we ever do any kind of a.
Oh yeah, that's that. We'll do a draw. I actually did think that maybe we should create 10 really awesome jackets with our logo and something on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just 10 and sell them. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, well,
it sounds like people.
About different things.
We can sell 10. I feel like we could sell 10. Right?
I just want one for myself.
Yeah, I want one for myself too. I just want an excuse to be able to afford to get one for ourselves. a little bit.
Sure, and I want to say I do appreciate the nice things that people have said. I was sort of like talking at the screen when a lot of this came through, so I can't read all of it, but it seems like people are being super awesome, which is, again, par for the course for this community. Y'all are great. Let's see. Oh, wow, so somebody found us like through Arlo in Centaur World. I remember... It's so funny because Centaur World was the first video that really put our channel on the map and made us realize that reaction videos were a good idea. I was skeptical. I was like, Lucas, we didn't sign up for this to do reaction videos. Like, are people gonna, why would people want to watch that when we could like review these things? And I was shocked. I did not realize that the reaction market was so there, like that everybody loves watching reactions. Yeah. It makes sense to me. But like Lucas is 100% the person who said we should try doing this. And you never know, because that our first Arlo video and the He-Man video, I think, which might have even been our first reaction.
Sorry, I just wanted to say
later potato. I was shocked that Air the Potato and Potato were different people, and it surprised me for a second.
Yeah.
Earlier in the chat. Sorry, I distracted myself. Where was I?
I distracted myself too. You guys,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, Arlo. So Arlo and He-Man, which I think was the first reaction video we did, they didn't really go anywhere.
Was He-Man the first one we did?
Dude, yeah, the He-Man reboot was the first reaction we did, which is very weird in hindsight because that really like did not get many views yet. And even Jellystone it went a little bit.
Oh, that's right. Jellystone also. Jellystone did better than our other stuff at the time, though.
The first video that was like over 1,000 views, I think, was a Flintstones reboot breaking news video that we did. It was for a Flintstones adult reboot that still has not come out yet. We were trying to do breaking news videos for a while, and we thought that was a lot. And then when Centaur World happened, we're like, geez, like, where did this come from? So the Centaur World community is where we owe a lot of our growth, because once enough people started watching, they would watch other videos, and then it would be more likely to get picked up by the algorithm.
I was going to say, Centaur World was what got the snowball going. So if y'all are here from Centaur World, that really got this train really chugging. So much appreciation. Again, the timing is really arbitrary, right? It's all just like a thing. What really shows if you're a member is becoming a member, spending money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I couldn't help it. I felt the transition. Oh, the Chowder Halloween special. That's a good one.
I mean, that would be fun because I know that people expressed a desire to want see some Chowder content when we did Flapjack, which was a very fun video that I feel like not enough people watched, but one of my faves. And the thing is, Chowder is a little bit similar to the Billy and Mandy era, so I don't know if it's like, because since we already did Billy and Mandy, but I do want to do the Chowder one. I would do that next year, maybe. I want to take it.
Coming out for those that weren't there for that part of the show.
Oh yeah, we're doing a Billy Mandy video. And let's see. Oh, and
is there an MLP Halloween special?
Is there an
serious
MLP
question?
Halloween? Yeah, serious question. So I know that people love MLP, and to be honest, I do think it possibly could be good for the channel to try to like dive into that more.
I would be interested in at least I don't think I'd want to do the whole series, to be honest, just because it's long.
It's a lot.
But you know what? I'd give a couple more episodes a chance. I remember watching it and being like, oh, this is like kind of a good show, like unironically. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd kind of be interested in doing another one.
Sure,
maybe like a Halloween or Christmas special.
Yeah, it's like part of it's the time.
In the chat.
And part of it's the time commitment, and then other parts, like, you know, I also want it to be whatever we do is like something we're really passionate about continuing. But yeah, I mean, would we do more random one-off videos? Sure. I don't know if we'll do Halloween or Christmas this year, but I mean, I would almost say decidedly that we haven't covered it for the last time on the show because people responded so well to that first video.
Yeah, we got a lot from that. The MLP community shows up. That's true. 100%.
Yeah. So CJ is asking about my theater background. So funny story, CJ. My theater background is very different than a lot of people. I was never in any productions. I found theater in college, right before I came to Disney. And I took classes very intensely for 2 years to like work on my craft and do a bunch of like scenes for different things. But I went to do a Disney internship before I ever had a chance to be in shows. So I
didn't know that. Yo, I was in shows. I was in
what? Were you?
Yeah, I was in theater in middle school, and
middle school. Okay, yeah.
What was I in? It was like some weird fairy tale crime boss thing. It was weird.
Oh, I think I remember this.
I think you might have gone to it. I played Robin Hood and Captain Hook.
Okay, I love that. I feel like I could tell you what some of my favorite shows are. And obviously, I have to use this opportunity to plug Cats, which is an amazing time for everybody involved. In fact, if Lucas's shirt, when he was sitting at a certain angle, it almost looked like two cat eyes looking at you from far away. But now that the angle is gone, well, there was like a button on the other. It did. Don't worry. It's when the Cats episode came up in Centaur World, I was dying so much. And people will say
I like Sweeney Todd. For those that want to know the difference between our tastes.
I know. It's literally like, I am Cats, Lucas is Sweeney Todd. That's another good encapsulation of our personalities, to be honest.
Whoa, I don't want to say Sweeney Todd encapsulates my personality. I don't know if I want to go that far.
But does it encapsulate your personality?
Get out! I'm running an ad. I'm running an ad right now.
All right, we'll see if anybody sees it this time.
I know, right? I'm hoping that, like, all of a sudden a bunch of people just got, like, oh, that was so comedically timed and ad ran, but now everyone else is just seeing us normally, and maybe that's comedically timed.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah, tell me.
No, I'll just go on a silly rant. Don't listen to me.
Dude, I mean, now's a good time for a silly rant. Some people are seeing an ad.
That's a good point. I think about how I would edit things. I'm so used to us just recording off stream, that I think of how I would edit something while I'm acting with you. Because, this is kind of a performance to some degree. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do the thing, and I'll do something, and I'll be like, oh, that'll be a funny... Oh, wait, this is live. I'm not... That's actually not funny, probably. I can't do the editing trick. Shit. Oh, well.
Sure. Cool. All right. I'm getting the vibe that people are pretty much through the ads. So let me see if there's any other questions that sort of came in here.
I love how many people have premium. I have premium and don't get any ads, so I wouldn't see it myself.
I'm actually surprised by that. It probably depends on how much you watch YouTube, but like there's other services that I pay for above YouTube Premium.
Dude, I watch so much YouTube. I'd ask people here, but I imagine if you're in our chat, you probably watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I love it. I love it so much.
So people have asked about Camp before. I have some interest in that one. It's tricky with shows that we get recommended knowing absolutely nothing about. I feel like I need to hear it like 30 times to say for sure, okay, a lot of people want this. Now it's time for me to look into it because we do hear a lot. But Camp is one that has started to creep up a lot more.
I've not heard of this at all, to be honest.
Oh, really? No, I've definitely... I've seen it be recommended definitely a few times at this point. And I think there's maybe another camp show that I might be getting it confused with. There might be two of them, but either way. Somebody wants to know when we're going to react to Cuphead show 9 and 10. This one ended up getting pushed back a little bit more, partially by accident. There's a little bit of a background story, but basically it's going to be here Wednesday. Our very next video is going to be Cuphead 9 and 10.
Has the copyright cleared for that yet? I don't think it has.
I don't think so, but at that point, we will already be like too far behind.
We're probably going to try to release it then.
Yeah, it's coming no matter what. But yeah. I was, because Over the Garden Wall, the first 5 episodes, that's going to be released on Saturday because it's the very first. Of the
Halloween.
Month. Yeah, Halloween month is kicking off with Over the Garden Wall on October 1st. So, Total Drama Island, talked about this a little bit last time. However, I love Total Drama Island. It is one of my favorite childhood shows. I don't think it's as good as I remember it being when you watch it on a rewatch, but I absolutely would love to react to the reboot when it comes out, as long as it's an easy thing to do. So I would say Total Drama Island content, very, very plausible. We'll see how much traction we can get on it. And there is one video about Total Drama on the channel, a review video from the pre-reaction days for those who are interested. Yeah, I mean, if people want to go and check out the pre-reaction videos, I think a lot of them are really good and well edited from Lucas.
Thank you. I spent a lot of time on those. They're probably much worse than the stuff we have now, to be honest. But still.
I don't know. Because the thing about those is we put a lot more work into them, believe it or not, people. Like, the reaction videos are the ones that do well, but the ones that were time-consuming to work on and research and put together were the videos that we were working on in the beginning, and nobody was really watching them. So,
yeah, it's true. All of our reaction videos are so much easier to do. It's ridiculous, honestly. Like, I have to do so much more editing when we don't do reaction videos. So I'm not mad about it. That's good for me.
I'm glad Doodle asked about Bee and Puppy Cat. Could we talk about that one for a little bit and whether we're going to do more?
That is a good question, yeah.
Because I think that we've seen a lot of people sort of asking for more. Complicated, because Bee and Puppy Cat was a show that we expressed a lot of interest in watching, that we still have a lot of interest in watching. But do we want to watch it for the channel? That's where it gets tricky, because there's a thing about Bee and Puppy Cat where there's the YouTube version and there's the Netflix version. Yeah. I feel like the reactions that people might be looking for might be different depending on who the audience members are, but the YouTube version has already been reacted to a bunch. So the Netflix version is probably more the route we would go, and unfortunately, we just didn't get that many views on it compared to the other things.
I mean, I still think it did well. It's just our other videos have been doing really well. So like, we have a higher standard now, which is a good thing. Well, I don't know. I just want to say, like, I'm still thinking about it for sure. Part of it is just because we have a lot of other videos planned that are all coming out. Dead End Season 2 is coming out, and we're obviously going to cover that like immediately. Yeah. So you know, it's just not as high of a priority as other things. It's not that we wouldn't cover it if it was a higher priority, but there's too many other things that are going on. So I think we probably won't get to it maybe till later.
Yeah, it's a tricky show to figure out the right way to cover for me and at the right time. We might have already missed our window because the first video came out later than we wanted it to because of copyright claims.
Yeah, the two different versions makes it weird to cover too. I feel like it'd be nice if one... I might actually go through and like watch all of the YouTube so that we have like a point of reference of comparison because it might make it more interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But yeah, so I don't know, not for a little bit because we're still playing with other stuff. Halloween month is Halloween month, and we have other things planned. Is my answer for the near future. Did you play the new Cuphead DLC, Alec?
I haven't yet. Have you?
Yeah, I have. I beat it.
You did? Okay. Did you love it?
Yeah. I mean, I like the game. I like the game a lot. I think it's pretty awesome.
Let's see. Since the newest season is premiering, a reaction to Rick and Morty. I know Lucas would enjoy that. He's a big Rick and Morty fan.
I don't actually want to cover Rick and Morty on the show.
Yeah, so that's a tricky one because Rick and Morty, and I sort of learned this lesson when we did the first episode of Inside Job. Shows with a lot of quick comedy are very difficult for us specifically to react to because we do try to reflect on what we're watching as we're watching it. We're almost more of a commentary channel than a reaction channel. And when things move that fast, especially when you get a show like Rick and Morty, where I feel like a lot of the fans are going to be upset at you for missing things that are in the show, it's one of those, it makes it less fun to want to cover. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I was going to say. I was just like, I don't want to talk about Rick and Morty because everyone feels like they're right about Rick and Morty. And I just don't even want to throw my hat in that ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think the show's funny. I enjoy it. I don't want to say any more than that because I'm afraid of people. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I hear it. And to be fair, like, again, our community's been very positive, but there are certainly... I'm just going to say it. When we covered the first episode of Arcane, I immediately got the idea that if we had continued covering that show...
we'd hate every minute of it.
There were a lot of very passionate fans that we were not anticipating.
The League of Legends community is legendary for being toxic. Legendary!
And we're like, do we really want to invite this into the community that we're trying to create? And that's why, even though we really, really liked the first episode of Arcane, we didn't keep watching it. Also, it's a long show. The episodes are like 40-something minutes.
True.
Oh, yeah, somebody mentioned oddballs. So could I get a pulse check from the audience on this? I know that there is a YouTuber. Yeah, they said The Odd Ones Out is coming. They basically had a YouTube web series that I think is pretty popular. And now their show's getting adapted to Netflix. And I saw something on Animation Magazine about it. Curious, are people, like, can I get a pulse check on how much people are interested in that show? Because I might be interested in just giving the first episode a try and then seeing how it does and go from there. The trailer had me interested. I can't tell what vibe they're going for. Okay, Doodle says, oh yeah, Oddballs would be a great watch. It's also very bad timing. Oh yeah. It's bad timing for Oddballs, I will say, because Dead End literally comes out the next week. And it's Halloween month where we're trying to do all this Halloween content. So it's it's one of those where I can see us maybe just doing a 1-episode reaction on it to see what's going on and then watch the rest on our own. It would be the kind of, I almost might even be tempted to say at the beginning, hey everybody, we're gonna watch 1 episode of this, and we're gonna have to stop there. Unless it were to really blow up and tons of people found the channel, because that's what happened with Centaur World. We were only planning on doing 1 episode of Centaur World, and look what happened. Yeah, not impossible. I'm very interested in watching it. I just wish that the timing wasn't so bad right now.
Oh, my dog, or not my dog, but my partner's dog is doing very well. Thank you for asking. Zero.
Oh, nice. And my dog over here seems to be doing pretty good too. He's sleeping.
Nice. Good. Good. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey. Still
hi.
a bit more.
Hi, Wesley. Why the question mark? Assert your hellos.
Welcome. Thank you for checking us out.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody's asking.
Bye. I'm sorry, that was really funny.
Thanks, Wesley. Thanks for stopping by.
Question mark. All right.
Because of Dead End, is it bad timing for the Owl House special? I have no idea if you've been thinking about it.
I saw you say that. What is that? Do you know what that is, Alec?
I'm not sure if they're referring to season 3, which is unfortunately only like 3 40-minute episodes instead of a true season 3 because the creators got screwed over, but I don't need to rant about that. Or if there's a separate special that is being watched.
If there's like a Halloween special for Owl House that's coming out, I will absolutely watch that. I will 100% try to put that in our schedule. I didn't know that was a thing.
I would. That's because we said earlier that Owl House is something that we would want to. We're not going to watch on the channel because our partners, it's a show that we watch with them. But if there was like a one-time special, we could probably make something like that happen and then watch afterwards. I think that would be reasonable. But I want to make sure that it's an actual special. And it's probably the first of the 3 episodes of season 3 is what Ian says. Yeah. Mystery creators getting screwed over. What's new? It's been rough lately. Actually, Lucas, let me ask you a question on that topic. Do you have any takes on what's been going on with HBO Max and all these shows getting canceled? I don't know if you've been as in the loop as I have about it.
Oh, dude, I'm so unqualified to say anything. I have no idea what's going on. I could make some generic negative statement about capitalism and say I'm not surprised, but that's pretty much about it.
Mm-hmm. I have takes on the HBO Max thing. It's very sad to me to see all of these creators losing their content that they've worked so hard for. I think that the way that contracts are structured, in a way that these shows can just be removed without any hope of these artists being able to create them for the masses, is something that needs to change. I don't know the inner workings of a lot of it, and I'm not going to pretend to, but it does bother me a lot that that's happening. I'm really bothered that a show like Infinity Train that has such a long-standing history of being there is getting pulled just because it means less people are going to be able to watch it. And I think, even though we haven't seen Infinity Train yet and we plan to, great shows should be able to be seen by people. And the creator of Infinity Train did an amazing blog post on this, including his philosophy of watching pirated videos, among other things. And I highly recommend reading that blog post to get a really good understanding of how some of this background stuff works. But I will say that I think that animation is not respected enough as a field when it comes to general media, and that needs to change. Not that animation is the only thing that has been a victim of some of these Warner Bros. Discovery cuts, because there have been a lot of non-animated projects as well. But is it a bummer? Yeah, because we want more shows to be able to watch and react to. So I hope it changes.
And I would say that streaming was allowing for a lot of really brilliant shows to be created that we're watching right now on our channel. And, you know, obviously a lot of shows that we can't get to as well. So, you know, I think that it sucks because it's like obviously showing a dip in an animation era a little bit, probably, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be harder for the creators to rise to the top. But, you know, I mean, there's still so much amazing stuff getting created still. I'm not too worried about it for the overall like fabric of culture. But yeah, I think it sucks for creators pretty much. Oh my goodness, we're not reacting to the Odd Scout.
We might watch it on our own though.
Sorry, I'm gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, it's like sorry people.
Wow, I did not mean to delete all your messages though. That was totally my bad.
This is an accident.
That was an accident, but don't spam.
No, bad. You're good. You're good. Okay. So let's see. Do we have more questions here? Final space is being written off as a tax thing. That's right. I saw that. That final space is being just completely like discarded and basically removed from ever being able to be purchased. But I'm sure it'll still be pirated. I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's great. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't endorse that publicly. That's not great. Pirating's bad. Except in One Piece.
Ha, I get it.
Speaking of One Piece, no, I'm just kidding.
For those of you that are in Canada that are bummed about a lot of the animated content being pulled, Teletoon Plus is where you should go for your content, because they are going to have like everything that got pulled from HBO Max plus more, and it's probably going to be cheaper than HBO Max itself, so that's definitely the way to go.
Dude, Wesley's cracking me up in the chat. I'm sorry. He's back. What? I'm sorry.
You're like, hey, bye. Back. Good. No, like, we're happy to have you. Seriously.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for letting us know, honestly.
Let's see. Pretty sure you will love Dead Broke episode of the Cuphead show. I honestly don't remember all the titles off the top of my head.
No, we've seen it, though.
We have, because we have finished recording Cuphead Season 2 at this point. I wonder if that's the Halloween one. But if so, you are right. It's spooky. Yes, it's spooky. Okay, yeah, that one is so good. That literally calls on so many classic cartoon notes from my childhood and is top favorite of mine. Let me get... So, somebody asked, do you plan on doing movies content? So, in the idea that we have for the future, the podcast that I keep teasing without explicitly saying exactly what it is, there is a world where we are going to be able to cover movies not as a reaction, but as a way where we get to reflect on a lot of the things that make those animated movies great. So I can already say I'm interested in some Roger Rabbit coverage, which somebody asked about last time, some Peter Pan, some Alice in Wonderland. There's things about these that make them especially interesting for the idea that we have covered. So yes, I would say that there is a world where movies can be covered in a way on HBCT.
And I think it's fair to say that I think it's pretty obvious that Alec and I are like planning to make this our full-time job. Like, we're passionate about doing YouTube and love doing this and love talking to you guys. So we very much want to like scale this up to where we're, you know, financially sustainably doing it. And in a world where that's the case and I can dedicate more time to editing and creating things, we potentially could have an offshoot channel that does movies, or just, you know, figure out a way to loop it in some other sense. So I see CJ plug in the members thing. I'm transitioning to a plug as well, because all the financial support that helps us get to that is only going to help us create more and more and more. So that's, yes.
And people who join the $5 membership, that's right. CJ is right. The next Cuphead reaction video is already available for those people. So if you really wanted to, you could become a member. Now. Even if it's just for a month, and you'd be able and see all of the
and I'm not gonna lie, we still haven't had anyone drop anything in chat yet, and I don't know if it works. And
yeah, we're not gonna know until somebody does. That's
not gonna know until somebody, or if somebody did do it, like, let us know, because we haven't seen it yet. I've been looking at the statistics though, and I think
also want to say the social support, even from the people who can't afford to give things, also means the world. So thank you for that.
And also just hitting the like button on this video and stuff like that too.
Definitely.
You know how it is.
And Arrow asked about tier lists. I do think we would do something like that on Twitch. I don't want to rip it, but I don't want to rip anybody off.
Do a tier list, not right now, unless somebody wants us to do a tier list literally right now. But I can't.
That could be a fun like spur of the moment thing.
I'm here to do a tier list.
Drop us a show.
We could rank all of the things that we've covered before.
Ooh, that would be tough.
Thanks for liking.
God, I don't even know how I would begin to rank. Do you want to try? Yeah, let's rank our 5 big shows that we've reacted to all the way through.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna try to pull up a tier list maker. Oh my.
Smash or pass Pokemon. Actually, no, don't do that. I saw that video. I was like, whoa.
Did somebody say smash or pass Pokemon?
Yeah. Somebody did it for Animal Crossing, I think, too.
Oh, dude, that would be. You know, everybody wants to see that. I don't know why everyone wants to see it, but I want to see it. It sounds hilarious. I don't know why though. Okay.
Wait. So, what are you trying to pull up our videos? Because I can tell you the 5 that we've done.
No, I know what we're doing. I'm just creating the like tier list.
Oh, are you actually like gonna do it on the stream?
Yeah. I'm just making a thing real quick. Filibuster for me.
All right, let's just hack into people's YouTube accounts and make them all subscribe to the Hester Bros. That way they get big and find a bigger audience at the same time.
Did you read that on chat?
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck, Alec?
Thanks, Max Hatter.
Okay, but like...
And thanks for your Discord contributions and things.
Oh, man, I want to cover Super Smash Bros. Oh, I totally laughed earlier because, you know what? This is going to be a little bit too complicated. I'm just going to find a different template. I laughed earlier because we were talking about how positive of a channel we try to be, and I'm like, well, I guess I haven't started streaming myself playing video games yet. That might all come crumbling to an end as soon as people see me game on stream.
I'll stay positive for you, and that'll be fun. Oh yeah, and I think they're talking about a alignment chart that was posted in the Discord that was like an insane alignment chart with all these things. That would also be fun to possibly do. I've got ideas too where I want to like simulate. There's a thing called Brant Steel that can simulate Survivor, Amazing Race, Big Brother seasons. I think it would be very fun to do those and input cartoon characters into those games. That would be a very cool Twitch thing potentially. Like what would it be like? Like what would it be your like animated Amazing Race pairings? Right, you got Shaggy and Scooby, I think would be good. How about Luce and Amity is somebody I would cast on the cartoon Amazing Race season. All kinds of different ways that you could do something like that I think would be very fun.
I just want to add stuff though.
Let's see here. A lot of reaction channels do timer reactions when you change your format to that for full-length movie reactions. So the movie reaction thing, yes, I would say if we ever did that, we would probably just clip it to be moments. The thing about movies is really just the time commitment for us. Like Lucas said, I think we would need to be at a place where we had more time available because we have to set the time to watch it. Then for Lucas, it's even harder because he has to set the time aside to edit that, and it takes a while. Which is why shows just tend to be easier. But I do think that, like, I've got ideas. We could maybe do, like, patron-only things one day. I think it would be, like, wildly fun to just, like, react to the B movie, for example, for patrons in a format that we're not going to get our video pulled down and just have it be a live thing. Actually, Twitch might even be able to let us do reactions of certain things all the way through without having to edit it. We wouldn't be able to post it to YouTube. Right, we could do watch parties.
I'm here for that. I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah, definitely. Hug Provider, thank you for all your nice comments today. Have a great day.
Yes, indeed. I like the name Hug Provider. That's sweet.
Totally. CJ's comment on Pokemon reminded me that we have a Pokemon chat in the Discord too, where people can catch Pokemon and stuff, which we think is very fun.
To log in. God damn it. Okay, I'm abandoning this project. It's too difficult for me to figure out.
No worries. Let's rank the 5 shows that we have covered so far, because I think for me, it's hard. It depends on what you value in a reaction. I think enjoying Dead End Paranormal Park at the top. That's my personal number 1.
So we have, okay, so what are we adding to this? Just Centaur World, Vox, Cuphead, Dead End,
and
Steven Universe?
Oh, no, Steven Universe we shouldn't add yet. I'm not far enough along to be able to give it a proper critique. It would be other show that we covered. Oh, no. Keys, I clearly don't remember shows that we watched all the way through, which is embarrassing.
This is just not how my memory works. It's not that I don't remember. I just have to see stuff in front of me. Primal?
What was that? No.
Primal?
No.
Yeah, Hell of a Boss! And
The
Has Been Hotel, thank God.
Yes.
Oh, Hell of a Boss is my favorite, 100%. That I consider. All right, I guess we're gonna do tier lists. Oh, let's just go one by one and do the tier then.
Well, that's hard because everything's gonna be top tier for me.
No, not for you. Put everything we've watched in S tier.
I mean, it depends because there's things I like about every show. I have an easier time with if you're doing a tier list where you're having 5 great options. I feel like it doesn't properly capture what the tiers actually are. I think you have to throw in stuff that's not good too.
I'm thinking of all shows though, because for me, Adventure Time and Avatar: The Last Airbender are S tier shows.
I understand that. Yeah,
that's not easy. That is not easy to be an S tier show for me. I would definitely not consider. I don't know if I'd put any of these as S tier. Also, everybody in the chat's correct. I would just be screaming curse words on stream. Also, I totally am going to end up using stream as an excuse to just play Super Smash Bros. At some point. Just letting everybody know. And I'm going to enjoy it, and it's going to be awful. Okay, please continue.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the closest to S tier from a critical standpoint could be Centaur World, only because it's a completed already 2-season show that stuck the landing, whereas some of the others are still ongoing. I think Dead End could get there, depending on how many seasons they are able to get. I But I don't know. For me, here, I'll tell you what. You do your tier list. I'm going to rank them in order. That's what I want to do.
Okay, fine. What's
Is
the
that
first
okay?
one then? Yeah.
All right. For me, it's, I think, Dead End first.
I'll put Dead End. I'll put Dead End at... Right now, I'm going to have Dead End at the top of A tier. Maybe S tier. Maybe Crash's S tier. I really love that show. I love Dead End so much. But S tier is like some of my favorite shows of all time, so it's hard to crack that. For me.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like Legend of Vox Machina might be second for me because Critical Role, since we watched that show, has become like a very important thing to me. Like I've enjoyed watching the web Critical Role like on Twitch so much, and now I feel like closer to it than I even did when we watched it. So it almost has created almost a real-time nostalgic effect where I love Vox now.
I'd say Vox for me is probably B tier.
Okay.
Right now. But depending on where it goes, it could get better than that.
Sure.
I do really like Vox, but to me, there's something missing to make it truly great for me, and I couldn't tell you exactly what it is.
You should watch the live episodes. Seriously,
I believe I'd enjoy that.
Tune into Campaign 3, man. I would love to send you I wanted to watch it with you when you were here, but ran out of time. Let's do number 3 for me is probably gonna be Centaur World because it's so close to my heart with the show that started it all for us, you know?
See, I don't even know. I feel like our relationship with Centaur World is like pretty particular, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I have such a soft spot in my heart because it did so well for us, and but I feel like it's not S tier. I feel like I'd put it in B tier just because I think that the finale I think the finale made a big mistake for me with the fake out kill.
In the end,
that's why it doesn't make it A tier. That one thing actually makes it not A tier for me.
So I think somebody put it really well in the chat. The problem was not the result. I try not to spoil people in Centaur World. I think that the result was played in a way where
we didn't say who we're talking about, so it's not a spoiler.
I felt like the finale was played in a way where the audience felt tricked by the result, but the end result made sense. It was just like, they pretended to go there and didn't, and I think that was maybe the disappointment. 4 for me is Cuphead. I am loving Cuphead so far, but it's still too early for me to put it higher. I think I still need to see more. Season 1 was just okay for me. Season 2 was great. I need to see how Season 3 is.
Season 1 for me was C tier, but Season 2 for me is A tier, so I'll put it firmly in B.
Love that. And last up for me, personally, Alec Hester. Hell of a boss, and has been Hotel. We're at the bottom because it's not as much of my taste, but I have really enjoyed.
That is S tier for me.
I know it is. I know.
Number 1, Hell of a Boss Has Been Hotel is absolutely towards the top, up there with the Adventure Times and stuff for me. Dead End's right behind. I love Dead End. I think Dead End, the graphic novels actually really help.
Sure. We are over the time that I was hoping to be streaming today, but I want to see if I can just look if there's any other questions that we'd like to answer before we go.
Oh, okay. He's signing us out. Okay, well,
I'm not signing us out. I just want to see if there's
an ad.
Let's see. Oh, you're playing an ad? Okay, good time.
I mean, since not everybody gets to see it anyway, and most people, it skips after 5 seconds, I figure, maybe can I play 2? I just played another one. I think, that's so silly.
We're playing around with it.
Yeah, sorry everyone, I'm still figuring shit out a little bit. I'll figure out if I can, schedule ads, because I think maybe you can even, schedule them at some certain points. Maybe that's a Twitch-only thing.
Oh, somebody wants to. Oh, well, I'll save it until at least some of the cartoons are. Wait, geez, I just read comments and started saying words that were in the comments. Do you ever do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
I was thinking to myself that the ad is probably going to be over somewhat soon. Hopefully now. Somebody wants to know if we could react to more Adventure Time. What do you think?
Oh, I mean, that I have an idea for Adventure Time. I think doing the entire series of Adventure Time, again, I would love that because Adventure Time is my legitimate favorite show on the planet. And I could pull the brilliance out of every freaking fiber of that show if I wanted to, because I'm so biased. But the thing is, I think doing the whole show would be a little bit boring. So what I want to do is I want Alec to watch it from beginning to end. And that whenever and I'll keep track of, I'll monitor his progression, okay? and then whenever there are particular episodes that I think we should cover, we cover them. It'll be 100% masterfully controlled by me.
Yes.
That's my image.
Okay.
So yes, let's cover
it's on the
more
table.
Adventure Time.
We probably will eventually. The nice thing about Adventure Time, we don't have to do that right now. Adventure Time has like a long-lasting legacy where we're gonna get through
11-minute episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna get through the projects that we haven't done, and then we're gonna figure out a plan. That'll be a good one to do when Lucas and I are together.
Yeah.
Have we seen Celebrity? Say again.
We might start that one at the beginning of next year or something like that. Maybe.
Sure. Have you, the brothers, seen Celebrity Deathmatch? No, but I would be very interested in adapting that to cartoon deathmatch as like a fun Twitch stream idea, maybe.
Well, that's like what Death.
I know.
Battle is pretty much.
I guess that you're right. It would just end up being the same. Yeah, I don't want to ruin the
There is a niche of Death Battle like offshoot channels on YouTube though, and if you're into that stuff, I recommend checking them out because, granted, most of them are pretty much just Death Battle in other forms. In my opinion, they all have different animation styles and narrators and stuff, and some of them are pretty unique. So if you're into that, it's good to check out. I don't think we'll ever end up doing it. Maybe we could watch them on stream. I don't know if we'll do like a reaction video, but maybe someday we'll like pull up Death Battle videos. Some of them are fun to watch. I think you'd like some of them.
Somebody just mentioned Glitch Tech, another show that I've seen recommended quite a few times. I would be interested in that one. I just don't know if I don't know what the audience would be like for it. So feel free to chime in if you're also a Glitch Tech person.
Yeah, I know next to nothing about that one.
So I'm gonna have this be the last question because I think it's perfect. Mochi, my biggest question would be, when will the next stream be? Stay tuned for October 9th when we interview Hamish Steele on the show. I
might try to get going a little before that. We'll see. I really like streaming. I'm having a fun time. This isn't very enjoyable for me.
It is fun. Well, and
if I can get my capture card and just play on the stream, I will. If people want me to, I won't actually do it. If it's not doing well, I'm not just gonna tank the channel because I want to play video games online. I'm just saying though.
Again, I am under 2 months away from being in the same state as Lucas, like 5 minutes away from each other, so that is going to change the streaming potential, so we'll be able to do stuff like this more often. It is really fun.
I'd like to stream once a week personally. I don't know if we'll quite be able to be that consistent for a little bit, but we're definitely going to eventually. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
That's right. Thank you all for being here today. Once again, we've got 3 early videos posted for members if you want to become a member of the channel. Now I will say those videos are for the $4.99 membership tier, so the lower one will not get you that, so just keep that in mind if you decide to sign up. In addition, we once again have Halloween month starting October 1st. It's going to kick off with Over the Garden Wall the first half, and it's going to finish with Over the Garden Wall the second half on Halloween. Between that, we will have different Halloween-themed things going on, so please keep an eye out for that. We're still working on Steven Universe. We are still going to be working on Dead End Season 2, which is not that far. Are you laughing at the Peppa Pig?
No, well, that too. That's also the Peppa Pig. Literally, I read that and I was like, yo, if you send a donation with the amount of money for Peppa Pig, I'm sure it's not that expensive. I'll buy it and try to play it on stream. But I'm not going to say that because I don't know if I'll actually have time, so please don't send me money if I can't actually commit to the promise. I'm laughing because CJ was like, start a Twitch and stream all your free time. And I'm just kind of like,
I know you want to. So I think that what we would probably do is we would have it be the HBCT Twitch, but Lucas might be able to get started on it before me. Because there will definitely be times where Lucas goes ahead and just hops onto our Twitch stream, the one that's for both of us, and it'll probably just be him. And then there could potentially be times where it's just me. I don't know. I mean, we'll try to do it together whenever we can, though. So, something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Cool. All right. Well, as we close out just under 2 hours, anything left to say?
There's just a little bit of time for somebody to donate or like become a member on stream so we can see it work.
That's true. Super likes. I mean, for all we know, it happened and we just weren't able to see, but I don't think so. Because I think somebody would have told us.
Yeah, unless y'all are really trolling. I will say, in regard to the timeout, can't spam chat. You'll get timed out.
And Mochi's point is good too. It's easier and more common to gift subs on Twitch, which I do think is probably true. And we'll explore that more when we're actually able to get the Twitch started.
Honestly, we could literally just stream this to Twitch at the same time.
We could.
There's legitimately no reason not to.
To be fair, Lucas and I have like different thoughts on this. It worked, CJ!
Oh, hey! Wait, I wasn't actually watching. I suck. Hey, there it is!
Oh, Mochi was gifted a membership by CJ. That's incredible. I love this.
Oh, I love this too.
Our buddies from the Discord too. Oh,
do you all see the high that creators get when this happens? It's worth it.
So CJ gifted it. Did it randomly go to Mochi?
Randomly to mystery mode? That is incredible.
That's so cool. Okay, well now we know it works. Thank you so much, CJ. By the way,
randomly to mystery mode? That's so wild.
Oh, actually, CJ picked random, so it must have been somebody who was active in the chat the whole time. Which,
dude,
is totally
random.
Fair.
It completely goes random. As far as I know, I don't think that there's like a bias with the YouTube algorithm.
Well, and let me talk to those two specifically, because CJ literally has been here from the beginning, has been so incredibly supportive, is a moderator on the Discord, and has just been like an absolute joy to get to know through this channel. So thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it. And Mochi, I'm so glad it went to you, because Mochi is also somebody who has been like an incredible supporter in the 2 months that they have found this channel.
That's where the serendipitous, it's an inside joke moment for everybody.
I know, it's like for us being part of this channel. You know, we just love to have some of you people in the community that are aboard this ship, like the Toon Voyage ship that's going on. And yeah, seriously, y'all. Oh my God, this was such an amazing, like, heartwarming way to end the stream. This was great. Like, we were able to talk about so much fun stuff. Got into some Disney stories, some ghost stories. Like, what?
And I know that gifting isn't, or I know that I have a hard time ever giving money to people and streamers that I like. So like, I also definitely 1,000,000% just support everyone being in there and chat and just saying hello. And because that's also phenomenal. It makes us super duper happy. And you know, is amazing. Just everyone just being there and being supportive is the most important thing. So major appreciation. You got anything else before we sign out here, bud? Oh my God, another 5! Yo, if this keeps it, you're buying our time. I'm not leaving if there's people still donating. Okay, I'm gonna stay here. Thank you so much.
Listen, I'm gonna give another shout out to Asmi though, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Another longtime Discord person who has been with us for a while. It's been wonderful chatting with you, and thank you so much. Sweets, that's like how a super like works. We're learning. Oh man, this is so awesome.
I told you that's how super. I knew that's how they worked.
I know. Lucas was like, trust me, dude. When it happens, this is gonna be like so hype. Yes, thank you, Ima, for spending the stream with you as well. And oh my God, everybody, this is so wild. Sorry for timing you out, Ima.
Sorry for also accidentally deleting some of your messages. I genuinely didn't mean to.
Yeah, genuine mistake there. Yeah. But yes, I know that you were excited for Cuphead, Ima, so we hope to have that video to you very soon, so keep an eye out.
Dude, you guys...
Whoa! Stop it! Can't wait for glitch text.
Hey,
me.
I cannot... Yo, this is like our first big in-stream donation. I feel like we have to cover glitch text now, right?
All right,
like we have to.
You've earned it. You're right. You earned it. Glitch text is happening. People have been asking for it for a while, and I think that's enough. That's enough.
Doodle's like, whoa, $10. Hey, it's a big deal. Okay, that's a big deal.
I know. I think Doodle is serious.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's not sarcasm, dude. It's like, geez, $10. Nice. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, for the other person who asked for glitch text, congratulations, it's happening.
No, you guys are seriously the best. Oh, yo, there's a competition now for the top donor. No, oh, wait, I'm just kidding. No,
jeez, how did this happen like at the very end?
Yo,
Max
streams
Hatter.
are weird.
Thank you also. Max Hatter's been another person who's been, and Max, geez, I know I'm gonna forget some people. I don't want to just start shouting every name and the risk of like accidentally missing something, but. Yeah, there have been a lot of awesome Discord people who have just really been supporters for a long time, and thank you all for that.
Yeah,
geez, this has been so fun.
Should we hold out a little longer? Is
I don't know.
Last minute, somebody trying to ride the hype train before we actually sign out. I can juggle stuff.
I can juggle stuff too. Lucas taught me, but
I did teach you how to juggle.
I packed everything. Hey,
here, I have
let's see.
Pens.
Well, I'm going to say it all. B4S1L55.
Right,
thank you for joining
my headphone case and a pen. Shit.
Oh, Arrow. Yes, another longtime Discord person said, you sending the same message over and over? Not sure, Arrow. I haven't gotten a bunch of messages from you, I don't think. But it could be a chat thing.
I'm like totally failing to juggle, but still.
Yeah, and by the way, if anybody wants to continue riding the hype on Discord, you're more than welcome to hop in after this. I'm not going to be available.
Discord,
but yeah, Lucas, if you're free and you want to talk to anybody else who wants to hop in and talk there, then you can do that too. Yeah, let's close it here. I think that this is an amazing way to end on. Oh, I think that was a reference to the other person who was in the chat. Oh my god, that's so funny.
That is funny.
I was like, I thought it was like that meme, like, I'm a head out, except you actually met the person.
It's a secret, like, troll username that nobody's going to be able to reference them without it being slightly hard to explain, and I love it.
Yes, no problem. Thank you all for an awesome time, and we will see y'all next time, okay?
No, you are actually all the best. If there are any last, I'm just making sure there aren't any last minute things coming in, because I would hate to sign off in the middle of that, because there's a little bit of a lag with chat. So I'm just also have the wrong tab up. There we go.
Definitely.
Okay. I guess that was the serendipitous time to say goodbye. So goodbye.
Yeah, everybody. I think it sure was. Y'all are great. Thank you. Goodbye.
Peace, everyone.